We are not at fault if you have a heart attack.
Oh, sorry.
Frank, where have you been?
There was a huge accident on the freeway this morning. It took 2 hours to get my commute. It was a nightmare.
Accident? It's not even in the paper.
That's yesterday's news.
Well, okay, it doesn't matter. We've been recording all day waiting for you.
It's live?
Yeah, it's
Why didn't you
live
say
right now.
anything?
I don't know. Do you have the game?
Oh,
Are you ready?
yeah. Sorry. Shoot. Today we're gonna be playing The Evil Within 2 at the computer. It's another day at the office here at The Evil Within 2. I am everyone's favorite character. You love him, Sebastian.
Yeah, what's his name?
Sebastian.
I liked him so much I forgot his name.
Yeah. One quick tidbit, there's collectibles in this game. You can, it's a Bethesda game, and throughout the game, you'll find collectibles from other Bethesda games.
That's cool.
So there's Fallout, the rocket launcher. I think that's Dishonored. I think it's from Wolfenstein.
Yeah, wait, what is that long thing?
What long thing?
That's the
rocket launcher, the BFG
okay.
or whatever. Anyways, we're loading up chapter 9. So this is about like halfway through the game, maybe. Are you a big fan of Colts?
Of Colts?
Yeah.
Like the football team?
No. yeah, that too. Either or.
My dad's a big Colts fan, and I'm a big Colts fan.
All right. Well, what about Colts inside the Matrix?
You know,
'cause that's kind of how you describe. That's basically what this game is.
Matrix is okay.
Oh, what the? So the premise of this game is, I guess, stupid is the word to describe it.
That's putting it lightly.
I like to set it up. I like The Evil Within 1, but the story I don't really care about. It's basically Inception, but survival horror. I don't know. You're hooked up to a machine and you witness scary stuff. But I wanted to show off a cool part of the game. We're in hell, basically.
Well, the premise for the first Evil Within is that you're in this other person's consciousness that's being linked together by other consciousness.
Yeah, same thing in this one, except this time you're in your daughter's consciousness. They've jacked her into the Matrix, and they're using her to power everything. This cult has kind of kidnapped your daughter to juice the Matrix. But I like this section of the game because we'll get deeper into it, but Evil Within 2 is kind of a mixed bag, because I really like the Evil Within 1. Evil Within 2, they pull too many sources of inspiration, and it's not really cohesive. But this part's pretty cool because this is typical Resident Evil 4 fare. So to set it up, Evil Within 1 the first one was directed by Shinji Mikami. Shinji Mikami produced this game. And it's your typical like Resident Evil 4 clone, like survival horror, action. You're going around, you're upgrading stuff, you're in spooky, gory environments. Like this part's just, I mean, this is like Iron Man. Like this is just rad.
See, I'm in the opposite boat in the sense that I love Resident Evil 4 and stuff, but I really did not like Evil Within 1 at all. I thought it was awful. Like awful. Like, the characters are bad, the gameplay is bad, the story is bad.
Oh, man, hater.
It's sluggish, it sucks.
Alright, well, that's enough negativity for the whole season. But I will say, yeah, Evil Within 1 came out, people kind of didn't like it, but I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I beat the game twice. That was exactly what I wanted. But, again, didn't care about the story, but gameplay for me was tight. I like the setting. I like mental asylum stuff. I know it's, like, kind of like a cliche, but I had a good time with it. Evil Within 2, they changed the setting. They take a lot of influence from, like... From Silent Hill. Oh, here's a spooky guy. 1 second.
Already, I mean, I haven't seen much of this game. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
Everything looks just so much smoother.
Oh, yeah.
And snappier.
Yeah, the gameplay and combat stuff, they pull a lot, like I was saying, they take a lot of influences from other games. So the setting, the first, like, half of the game, you're in, like, basically, like, Silent Hill or Alan Wake. You're in, like, an old-timey, like, USA, like, in the middle of the woods town, which is honestly kind of boring. The second half of the game, they tap into the more surrealist elements, and you get into some cool, dark spots. But yeah, so it pulls influence from, like, Silent Hill. You've got a lot of The Last of Us. So, like, the combat, you've got crafting. You can check this out. Let me know. Oh, I'm going to throw some bottles. And you can stealth kill. And it's very, like, shameless, but whatever. It's a fun game. You got lots of weapons that you can change into. Do I have my revolver yet? No. I'm like, you know, we can do, like, Metal Gear Solid. I got my silence. I'm like Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. Yeah, they take a lot of influence from different games, and so it's kind of a mixed bag. We'll show off the open world section of the game later, but half the game is either you're in this weird half-assed open world section of the game or an extremely linear, spooky J-horror scenario. But this section, and there's a few sections like this, is typical Resident Evil 4, like linear but big battle set pieces.
Yeah.
I also want to show off this thing because it's metal as hell, so it kind of looks like Doom. There's also a really cool movie out right now called Brawl in Cell Block 99, which you can get on iTunes. It's a prison, like, grindhouse movie about a dude who, like, gets sent to prison, and he just fights his way through the hell of this prison.
Specifically, Vince Vaughn gets sent to prison.
So I don't want to spoil too much, but if you like the aesthetic of this right now, check out Brawl in Cell Block 99. This guy's locked up. He can't do shit. It's like Hannibal Lecter. Do you want to help? I talked him to solve a murder. Yeah. But yeah, Brawl in Cell Block 99's tight. I thought it was a good marriage. So one thing that I kind of hate about this game and the first one is the games. Yeah, no, I like this game. Evil Within 1 and 2 have a really terrible opening. The opening is so slow and linear, and they're just trying to show you, like, look at all the spooky stuff. Stuff's jumping out. It isn't until, like, an hour into the game does it open up, and you can actually, like, do combat and stuff like that. And it's funny because the other Bethesda game that actually in the complete opposite direction nails it is Doom. Doom's opening starts, and it's immediately. You got your guns, you're running around and killing stuff. Whereas this game in Evil Within 1 has a fucking boring opening.
Also, another great opening to a Bethesda game earlier this year is Prey.
Yeah.
Because Prey's a little bit slow too, but it's so
It kind of gets you in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we have to get to, we have to unlock a door, and so I kind of just freed all the prison cells, but that way I can collect stuff. So you have some weapons. I totally missed.
I hated this gun in the first game.
They give you some cool resources. So I could have done some stealth kills. I guess I still can, so... Oh, did I not kill him? Oops.
No, you shot him in the chest.
Oh, now he's coming after me. Yeah, so you have this bolt gun, and you can change between shocks, smokes, explosives. I like doing the harpoon just because it's really fun killing people, because you can do it silently, but you can, like, nail them, and then you run over and stomp them. I already shot him once with it. But, yeah, you have all these different tactics. So the combat in this game is actually really fun and engaging. Oh, here's a spooky guy. Oh, you don't see me. You don't see me. So I'll show you traditional Last of Us shit. I'm gonna throw a bottle over there. Oops, shit, don't... Okay, that worked.
Hey,
I meant to do that.
No, you meant to do... Yeah, good plan.
Oh, he ain't dead? Oh, he mad. He mad. You know... Just shoot him a bunch, and then he dies. But I like stomping on people. It's really satisfying, just like Resident Evil 4, where you shoot them on the legs, and then you run over and just kick them. So it's that kind of detail. Anyways, the reason I love Resident Evil 4 type games or The Last of Us is this. It's just like, I like exploring spooky locations, killing monsters, and getting upgrades. So like, as I progress through this game, I check every inch. Like, oh, are there any bullets here? Oh, one thing is like, oh, you can shoot them before they get up. Oh my god.
He's definitely getting up slow.
Yeah, oh, he's a big boy. He gonna scream, call his friends.
It looks like when you walked in there, he's like, I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah,
I didn't want to
he's resting.
Yeah.
They drop green goo, so, you know, that's how you get your upgrades. There's no XP system. You collect green gel, and then you sit in a chair, and then you upgrade your brain. It's kind of like going to school, you know. Every class you do, you get XP, you get good grades,
so
you get smarter.
You're, like, in the middle of this game right now. You've already beaten it.
Yeah.
What...
Here,
catch me up on like what you're doing here. Like what's happened in the story so far? What's going on?
You jack into the game starts kind of like Max Payne. You witness like your daughter being burned alive, and so it's like, oh, my daughter was killed, and then my wife left me, and I'm very sad all the time. So again, this whole game's a hodgepodge of a million other games.
Yeah.
So it starts like Max Payne. I'm a sad detective. I went on a scary mission in the first game, and now I'm sad and depressed. And then you get a rumor. Your daughter's still alive. Yeah. What? Yeah, she's in the Matrix. I guess in this game they call it the STEM. She's in the Matrix. And so it's like, all right, I'm going to go back into the Matrix and save my daughter. And then just like the first game, you have all your, just like in the Matrix, you have like Trinity, who kind of helps you out, tells you where to go. You have people who are not jacked and on the other side telling you where to go. And again, I beat the game, and I can't really tell you about the story. It's just like, whatever.
That sounds...
Hey,
lame.
I like the Matrix, whatever. It's Inception. You're going around, going to spooky places. Doesn't matter. I just want to kill zombies and upgrade my shit.
Here's my thing, though. Like, I can totally not care about a game's story and still have fun with it. Like, Destiny 2 is a great example.
Yeah.
Don't care about anything happening in that game, but the gameplay's fun. But when it comes to survival horror games specifically, I kind of have to care a little bit, because then I'm not invested, I'm not scared anymore.
Like, and that's true. Like, so the game pulls a lot of influences. Alan Wake. Cheesy, but pretty cool story.
Yeah.
Resident Evil. All of them. Even, like, 6, the story gets stupid, but it's still like, okay, it's so big at this point, let's have fun.
You care about the characters.
Yeah, Chris and Jill. Yeah. What are some other games I was like,
I already forgot
Silent Hill. Yeah. Silent Hill. Those games have the best story of almost any video game. And Last of Us. Evil Within. It's just a plot device. Hey, you're in the Matrix. Go around. I don't know, scary stuff. But I kind of like it just because it's like, let's just take a bunch of cool stuff and throw it at you. I don't mind it. Fear is kind of the same, where Fear is like, oh, you got this little girl. Actually, Fear has a decent story.
I like Fear, though, because, like, the thing with... My problem with another problem I had with the first game, other than it being horrible, is, like...
Here, let's do a stealth kill.
Oh, yeah, stealth him. Do you stab him in the head like the first game?
It's just straight up The Last of Us. Let me see.
Right.
I don't know. This is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it's like the first game.
Yeah, yeah. I like that.
But,
and you collect files and shit, and it's like, oh, here's the Cult Milk Matrix, whatever.
Like, the biggest problem I had in the first game, I got, like, maybe 8 hours into it, is, like, nothing was scary in it, because nothing was real. And I was just like, this, giant thing's running towards me, it disappears. It's just like, well, this isn't... Like, I'm not against dream stuff like Inception or something, but when it's in a horror game designed to try and, like, scare me, it's really ineffective to me. Like, that dream stuff doesn't affect me. So, like...
Yeah, see, Silent Hill works because you see the grounded world.
Yeah.
People are gone missing. Same with Resident Evil. Like, people are gone missing, and then you flip into this descent, but it's like the gravity. There's sequences in Evil Within 1 and Evil Within 2 where you're being chased by something, and then it disappears, and it's like, oh, was that a dream? And it's just like, oh, it's kind of a cheap thing.
Yeah,
but
I like it.
I still have fun with it. Anyways, gotta put this crank on this shit. One thing I do like about this game, though, it is Japanese, like, produced, and, like, there's just a certain element to J-horror, so it's like spooky ghost girls, long black hair like The Ring, and there's a lot of that stuff in here that it's like, okay, you don't really get that so much with other games. Now that Silent Hill's dead, I'm smashing my A button, so I'm gonna put the controller away so you don't hear it. But like, I do like that stuff. But like, to me, I beat this game. It took about like 16 hours, and it's just like, all right, here's some fun horror stuff. Like, I had fun with it. But yeah, the story isn't anything I'm gonna remember. And if anything, a fault of this game is that it tries to build on the story of the first one, which I don't really care. I remember going through some spooky villages and an insane asylum, but they try to bring so much gravity to the story. Oh yeah, one other Silent Hill reference is you have a radio which helps you find monsters and like stuff.
Like static.
Yeah, but it's like, all right, whatever. But again, what's kind of weird is like how many people played the original Silent Hills. Of our generation, a lot, but like kids today, like, so they can kind of just rip stuff off and no one will notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game took me about 16 hours to beat, but I had fun with it. But yeah, they tried to build on this first story, and by the end of the game, the cutscenes are so like, just so sentimental and like, oh, Sebastian, you started this fight years ago at the mental asylum, and it's just like, I don't really
I already forgot his name again until you brought it up again.
Sebastian Castaway, or Castanano. It's Julian Casablanca. That's his name.
I will say, this environment is a little dull.
What? You don't like prisons? I think it's cool.
There's something about it that just looks off. And
I like it.
It looks chunky and clay. It looks like it's made out of clay.
It looks like the stockades from World of Warcraft. Oh my WoW.
It doesn't look grimy and filthy.
All my WoW heads, you'll know what's up. No, I don't know. I like this. Well, maybe that says a lot because the rest of the game I thought looked kind of boring. And I thought this part looked fucking cool.
If this is the coolest part of this game,
I like this. I think this part looks cool. There's toilets, dude. What's scarier than a dirty toilet?
That toilet's like clean. That looks
That's like a clean toilet. Yeah, my toilet's nicer than that.
How is that? Also, don't.
Hey, you want to see something scary? There's no mattress here. Imagine trying to sleep on this.
Oh shit.
Yo, get a knife in your back. Watch out. I don't know. I like this. Yo, spooky. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to. Shit. Just kidding.
What's happening?
I glitched out. Here, let me. Let's kill this guy in a different way. How should we? We got a harpoon, shock. You know, I'm gonna fuck him up. I don't care.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. See, that's fun to me. That's all I wanted from this game. I collect his green goop. That was cool.
I thought the gameplay in the first game felt very sluggish.
It was a little chunky,
chunky, where I think this game looks a lot smoother.
Yeah.
I mean, partly because we are playing on PC.
Oh, I should mention this. On consoles, it's capped at 30 frames.
Yeah.
I was going to get on PS4 because I got the PS4 Pro now. There was no PS4 support at launch.
That sucks.
I can even... Also, one thing that's cool about the harpoon is you can, like, kill people instantly with headshots.
But yeah, this does look... way more smoother and easier to play than the first game.
Yeah, so I'm running this at 60 frames. I'm running these graphics at medium setting. I had it at high, but I was like 45 frames. I'm running this on a 970. Okay. I don't know too much about specs, but
it still looks decent. For
but yeah,
medium.
so it's like that's my heads up, but it will still look better than PS4. So there's like when you pull out your radio, there's like, oh, here's like an upgrade, here's like a side quest. The resonance points are like the main story beats. And it's like you'll see a little spooky cutscene.
Ah! What was he doing?
He's cranking up his iPod from Max, plugging into Bluetooth.
Can anybody hear me?
You can take a dump?
Yeah.
I know you're out there. Do whatever you want. Please.
Ghost lady.
Let me out.
Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
I do like the subtle highlight of your character.
Yeah, it's again. This looks nice. One thing I hate is like when you're in story cutscenes and it limits you, like you have to walk slow as fuck, and it's just like, oh come on, like just let me listen to this as I keep walking.
Yeah, this isn't.
Because it's like
it's not visually. It's
Yeah.
not that visually interesting to look at. To be
I got
honest.
this candle.
It's like, woman. So why are you in this prison?
I think there's the cult is here. Fuck you, Ghost. Ghost, let me get out of here. Oh, the toilet. All right. Anyways, where was it going? I don't know. I could look at whatever. I'm in this prison because it's bad.
Okay, cool.
Because I did some crimes. I torrented too many movies, and now I'm in here. Now I gotta go to jail.
Speaking of Brawl, Plug 99.
Hey, I saw that up in LA, but I'll download it for you. Anyways, one thing I want to talk about is we actually requested to get a review copy of this game, but Bethesda snubbed us. I couldn't believe it because we're the #1 game review show on the internet. We know more subscribers than anyone else, but they didn't. You know, it's what happened is Bethesda stopped giving their games to critics. They give it only to streamers now, and that's a genuine concern because there's some Bethesda games that's going to sell 1 million copies.
Yeah.
Skyrim, Fallout, whatever, Minecraft DLC, whatever. That's going to sell millions of copies. Bethesda is one of the few publishers that's actually making kind of adult AAA single-player games, but
And
their
no
marketing
one cares.
sucks.
Yeah, no one knows
One of
about
my
them.
favorite games this year was Prey.
Prey's
They
excellent.
had no marketing for Prey. I played it, loved it. They buried it. Evil Within 2, not bad. I had fun with it, but
Again.
for 2 months leading up to it, they were only showing off stuff for Wolfenstein. Are they ignoring this game is coming out? Like, why don't they give their marketing? And so,
And
praise
also,
it.
like, they only release so many games a year. Why is Evil Within 2 and
why stacking
Wolfenstein, like, this should have come out in the summer or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know why they stack everything. And like, one thing that's crazy is it's better to talk about in Prey's case. Prey was a game amazing.
Yeah.
If they gave that game to reviewers, and even Doom worked out through word of mouth, but if they gave review copies to reviewers of Prey 2 weeks in advance, by the time Prey came out, oh, here's all these excellent reviews.
Yeah.
Instead, the game came out 2 weeks later. Critics were like, hey, that was a really good game. Other shit was already out. Evil Within 2, Mario's coming out by next week. Like, you know, and Wolfenstein.
This is stupid.
Nah, this, you know, that's normal. So it's like, by the time people have beaten Evil Within 2, Wolfenstein and Mario's coming out. No one's gonna care, even if this game is really good. This also looks like the Bye Bye Man poster.
Another classic horror.
Yeah, freaking all this stuff. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know what Bethesda's doing. And then on top of that, like, EA canceled Visceral's single-player game,
Yeah.
so it's like, Bethesda's making single-player games, but they aren't even supporting it.
No.
If they gave this game, if they gave me a review...
That's a cool effect.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like, I bought this game with my own money, and I don't regret it, but it's just like, I don't get why they didn't give review copies out to, like, critics.
And it's even funnier because in the sense, like I'm a big Dishonored fan.
Yeah.
I played Evil Within 1. I'll probably pick this up when it's like $20 or something.
Yeah, I would
like
say
that.
this game is a good Black Friday game.
I played Prey, loved it. And so I don't really care about Skyrim. I don't really care about Fallout. Like, they're good, but this is not my kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I love their single-player focused games more than their giant big budgets, but I feel like people still don't know that Bethesda has other games.
Yeah, it's just like Skyrim, Doom, Wolfenstein, Skyrim, Fallout, and they're neglecting all these other things, and then they get confused and upset that Prey doesn't sell. And it's like, you didn't do your marketing. Like, even when, like, Prey came out, Evil Within 2, people were like, oh, that game's out?
Yeah.
But, like, Wolfenstein, they're hammering hard, but I don't get why they're not distributing it. But I think the real solution is people need to subscribe to our channel, spread the word, you know,
spread the word.
Say hey.
Hey,
Okay, this part actually is cool. So they introduced one thing I like about this game is they keep introducing new villains, so like it keeps evolving. So these are just big fiery hell demons.
I like the term villains instead of enemies.
Villains.
Villains.
Oh, it's Sebastian's #1 foe, the hell demon.
Look at all these villains.
Look at all these villains, dude. They look cool. It looks like Kane, you know. I want to fight Kane. So these guys, later on you get these freeze bolts. But for these, I like shocking these guys. And then when they fall to the ground, oh shit, they're on fire. I can't stomp them. Get low.
Did they get rid of that
oh shit,
that like match mechanic from the first game?
Yeah, what the fuck was? I don't remember that.
Remember when you would knock an enemy down, you would light them on fire?
Oh yeah, no, they don't have that. Okay, so when they drop to the ground, I can do it with one of them. You can stomp on them, and that's like a real quick way to kill people. So there you go.
I'll say that does look satisfying.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Again, the combat's great, and some settings are pretty cool. Some settings are boring. It's a mixed bag. But, like, you get into this cult stuff. The second half of the game is more interesting because it is, like, bleeding more into Silent Hill. Again, the Silent Hill is all about cults kidnapping little girls. But, like, this stuff is pretty cool.
Stuff.
Yeah, cult stuff. I'm all about the cult stuff. Oh, old Stefano.
Stefano. Who's talking?
I think the cult leader.
Stefano.
Look, but just like look at these hanging corpses. Like that shit should be in every game. I just think that's really.
Yeah,
cool.
Mario Odyssey.
Yeah,
corpse.
hanging corpses. Like this is just cool. It's like the pirate section of Uncharted. I love like skeletons and stuff like that.
Yeah, it just.
So
looks
here, okay, so here's a boring ass puzzle section. One thing I guess I'll just
what is that?
It's herbs, just like
Herbs.
Resident Evil, you know. So you can upgrade your shit, whatever. You do a puzzle section, you go forward. So that was the single player linear experience. Like that was, fun combat. Then you do puzzles and you move forward, whatever. I'm gonna load up a different section. That's gonna be the open world section of the game. Okay, so here we are. I loaded up a little earlier save. So I talked about how this game is a lot like The Matrix in Fear. Here's this one girl. You run into these other agents who are inside the Matrix with you, who are trying to like, they're basically basically it's Umbrella. Umbrella created the Matrix, but the Matrix got out of hand, so they sent in Umbrella agents to try to like quarantine the situation. But now their agents are dying off one by one, and you talk to them, they help them, whatever.
So are there parts of this game that don't take place in the Matrix?
Are
you always in the Matrix? Or are you supposed to question whether or not you're in the Matrix?
No, you're like pretty much always in the Matrix. One part that's cool though is when you go to these hub worlds, like where you upgrade your stuff, you can drink a cup of coffee to refill your health. That's just a little cute detail. I like that a lot.
I like that.
Anyways, let's jack into the Matrix. Okay, so
are we already in the Matrix?
Right now we're already in the Matrix, but we're gonna go deeper. It's kind of like when you're in Matrix and you call the telephone and you jack in.
An Inception, and we go to the snow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like that. We'll get some upgrades. Oh, what's in here? You got some weapon parts you can upgrade. All right, dude, let's jack in.
Yeah, literally on a computer.
Yeah, I love it. I love the Matrix. I was saying I want them to make a new Matrix video game. I think Naughty Dog should make the Matrix video game. How tight would that be?
Amy Hennig, I know you're free now.
Yeah, dude, Amy Hennig's The Matrix. That's what it should be called.
Amy Hennig's.
There's like Sid Meier's Civilization. Amy Hennig's The Matrix.
That'd be great.
Also, this is like the loading points. It disguises it. I have this on an SSD, so the loading time's instant.
Yeah.
But when you jack in, you're in this black portal, and then it'll load. But this is instant.
Yeah, so I bet on consoles it's probably a little longer.
So it's like honestly playing this if you have the PC to run it, like this runs pretty great on PC. Okay, so I just show you the coughing animation.
Oh, coffee.
I like
Matrix
when
coffee.
yeah, dude. Oh man.
I know this coffee is not real, but it tastes like it's real.
Is that you think that's air you're breathing? You think that's Starbucks you're drinking? Okay, so we did some of the linear section of the game. Now I think this is a good like podcast listener part of the game. When you're in these like open world sections, like
What was that?
oh, here's you can jack in and
Oh, that's the upgrade place.
yeah, that's the Inception part.
Yeah.
You're in the Matrix, you go inside here, go deeper. You're just jumping in and out of holes. It's like Alice in Wonderland. Again, I think it's goofy and like it's funny. I don't care about the story, but I just think all the mechanics are so silly that it's fun.
The thing that bugs me though is like
oh no!
What is that?
It's a ghost. Oh, let me get my ghost on equipment.
like it's so intense. Why is it so intense when he does
Because
that?
you're in the Matrix, or you're in the. I think it's called STEM.
When he ties his shoes, does it like shake? Like,
Yeah, that's like anxiety. That's when I look for a parking spot in LA. That's what it's like, dude.
But
See,
like,
I'm stuck in this goddamn circle. I can't run out and talk to anybody.
When I'm playing Resident Evil 4, like it straddles the line perfectly between serious and goofy. Like you got dumb one-liners, but it's still kind of scary.
I got a big ass knife there.
The problem I have with like this character and the story is that it's so seriously played.
Yes.
And it's like I wish this was a little funny.
If the game had some levity, like honestly, that's why Suda51 and sweary stuff works so well.
Yeah.
They have that levity. This game, like Shout Out to the Dam is fine, it's goofy. This game doesn't have that levity. It's just so like
and it doesn't need to be like a fucking like boner jokes and like but just a little cheesy one-liners here and there.
One thing I will say, so tying back to the Silent Hill surrealist stuff is it's like so I'm on like a chunk of the map. So it's like, here's a part of the village, and here's this map you can go through, explore. But you see other sections of the game where it's like, stuff's blown up and split apart.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And it's kind of cool, and then it's like, oh, you see giant surreal stuff. So it's like, that already, that's pretty cool dressing.
Cool.
So I could go straight to the objective, I can go to this movie theater, or I got this whole map I can explore and get collectibles. And it's like, oh, that's fun, I like it. And there's about 3 of these sections in the game.
Here's my question, though.
Yeah.
in theory, this is cool, but is it worth doing all these side stuff? Is it actual side quests?
It's
like stories.
No, it's just basically like, all right, go in this house and you'll get like some jail and ammo. Go in this house and you'll get like a ammo upgrade. So it's like, it's not like side quests with stories. It's just like, oh, here's these old little spooky. Here's a spooky coffee shop. Here's a spooky. Oh shit. Here's a spooky.
She's pissed.
Yeah. Here's a. Well, I shot her.
She looks like the thing from
shit.
Record.
Oh, I was trying to nail it with the headshot. Okay, so when there's a group coming at me, I can get the shock bolt. So yeah, you have all these like, oh shit. There we go. So that's tight as hell. One thing that's fun is like you start running out of ammo. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, he totally stomped him.
What the fuck? Oh, the thing spit at me. God damn it. Yeah, so it's just like Last of Us. These giant spitter boys.
So there's no actual like real side quests.
It's basically you'll get a call like, oh, there's an agent all the way over here. Do you think you can help him? And then he's like, hey, I left some supplies in this warehouse, but be careful, it's surrounded by monsters. It's just very, like, it's kind of like an illusion of a side quest, but it's also something like, it's a survival horror game, and these games are all about, like, crafting and doing what you can to survive, and it's like, you're not gonna, like, pass up this thing, so it's like, it's not, like, like, you can skip it, but you'd be an idiot to skip it.
But it's, like, total artificial then, though.
Yeah, it's just, like, I don't know, yeah, it's like, it's stuff you'll check out anyways.
Because, like, I'm open to the idea of, like, non-linear open stuff. Like, Prey, you know, good example.
Prey has actual side quests.
Oh!
Okay, it looks like I was trying to grind something. I have, like, the second half of the game does have extra glitches, though.
Like, Prey has, like, open side quests and stuff like that, but they actually, like, fill out the world and story.
Yeah.
But if it's just open for the sake of padding the game
and collecting
like,
stuff, yeah.
Like if it's just for like ammo and stuff, and it's like, what's the?
Yeah, I wonder if Bethesda was like, all right, you guys have to open this shit up.
What's the end goal?
And that's what's weird because the first Evil Within, I liked it because it was like it's this linear adventure, kind of like. So here's the thing where it's like, oh, it's locked, but then you find a key and you come back and you get supplies.
Looks like
a good example is The Last of Us. Imagine if this had like, if The Last of Us had random big open parts that were just kind of empty. It's like, well, the reason The Last of Us is so good is because it's super focused.
Yeah.
And it has open combat, but I don't know, it doesn't have like pointless side quests.
One thing that's so like, okay, so there's different areas. So it's like, there'll be different enemies depending where you are. So it's like, okay, here's an area. I think there's a boss up here. One thing, too, is you can smash open crates and get collectibles. But anytime I go to these open world environments, it's fun because I just kind of go through it piece by piece and collecting stuff. And by the end of it, you have so many things you can upgrade.
Yeah.
So here's like a little area like, oh, okay, let's see what's over here. You get like a...
So is that dead woman real or is she not real?
So she's just like in the Matrix how there's like fake... Just like in the Matrix, how there's like fake citizens.
Yeah.
These are people who they're generated, but they're
copies of real people.
No, these aren't like agents who are sent in. These are like simulated people. But just like the Matrix, they don't know that their life is a simulation. Okay. You know, and so these people, like a virus spread out within all these simulated people, started getting affected. So then real people came in to like infect it.
So is your real body in this Matrix, or is your body simulated?
No, it's just like the Matrix. Okay.
So then where is your real body?
It's just like the Matrix, where okay, in Keanu Reeves, he's sitting in this little computer.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the thing, and in the Evil Within 2, you're sitting in a bathtub, jacked into the Matrix, inside like a computer lab.
So, if you get your daughter, this might be spoilery, but okay, that's a cool looking enemy.
Yeah.
But if you get your daughter out of there, do you get her body out of the Matrix, or do you?
Yeah.
But if it's just her consciousness in here, then
you have to.
Do you have to find her
It's
body?
like if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Oh, like Gamer.
You have to take your daughter, and then you and her have to do something special to get jacked out of the Matrix.
Yeah, but you don't know if. But her body's in a completely different. Her body could be in China.
Yeah, but you have to get her consciousness first, because you download your consciousness to the Matrix.
But then how do you know where her body is?
I think first you worry about getting her consciousness, and then you find out where her body is. That's like a spoiler reveal.
Okay.
I don't know. Fucking go on Wikipedia.
Hey, this is the reason why I don't really like this fucking story.
I just want to kill scary stuff.
Yeah, but that's not real. It's not scary.
It's a video game, Bruce. It's not real.
I know, but when I'm playing Outlast 2, I'm gonna shit my pants because it feels like it's real.
Okay. You don't know the difference between video game and real life, Bruce?
Hey, man.
Oh, shit. I know. I think case in point, watch the... Oh, God. This is the best Matrix game that's come out in like 20 years, so I'll take what I can get. Is that thing dead? I don't know. I'm gonna smash it.
It's kind of bugging me that none of your weapons have recoil.
Hey, it's because I upgraded my shit.
Like it looks like you're not even shooting. If there was no sound effect there, you would not even.
It's because I upgraded stuff. It's just like Keanu Reeves before jacking into the Matrix. He's never shot a gun in real life, but then Morpheus takes him to that digital boot camp, and then he's like a kung fu master.
Also, can you like if this isn't real, can you like control things? Like, can you fly? And
no,
shit?
Bruce, come on, that's stupid. Whoa! No, that's I don't know. Well, Keanu Reeves can't fly at the beginning. It's until he realizes that he's the one.
Shotgun, so unsatisfying looking.
There you go. I killed her. And I get some green goop, and then with that I can upgrade my Matrix abilities. So maybe I can fly at the end. I will say though, you do I can't show you here yet. You unlock bullet time. That's like one of the last skills you unlock.
Can you dive?
What?
Can you like?
You can't max pain dive.
That'd be so cool.
Let's see. There's one other goofy part. I'll show you a really cool part. Are you a fan of like Burning Man or like mosh pits?
Oh, I love mosh.
Do you like circle pits? Here, I'll show you a circle pit.
Yeah,
there's just random stuff that happens in these environments. I think the circle pit's over here.
Can we play some DRI over this?
Yeah, okay, I'll do this. Here, let's go check out the circle pit. So it's like there's all these buildings you can go into, and inside there'll be like either an illusion will occur or some stuff. But I think the circle pit.
Again, I'm maybe being a little negative Nancy, but this environment looks so boring. It looks empty.
Hey, what if I play some DRI over it?
Yeah.
Alright, so they're having fun in the pit.
In the pit.
Alright, I'm gonna fuck them all up.
Hey, they're just having a pit, man. What was that?
Alright, check it out. Oh, I ran out of shock bolts. Shit.
They were enjoying a pit, and you just threw a bottle in it.
There you go.
Jeez.
They all died. Now I can go around the pit, open it up.
Open the pit.
So I'm like speeding through this, but like I would take my time. You can like smash crates, collect shit, whatever.
Do you ever find anything interesting in the world other than a collectible or ammo?
You can honk a car.
All right,
horn.
that's my answer to that.
Yo, dude, this is like a Riot simulator, dude. It's like mom and dad aren't home. I'm gonna
Mom and dad aren't home.
Mom and dad aren't home. Actually, I'm the dad. I'm looking for my daughter.
My daughter's not home.
I'm gonna scoop up some goop. It's just like I'm gonna refill my Mountain Dew can. You can go. I wish you could jump off. That'd be cool. It's like I don't know. I just like all this. This is cool.
I mean, it does like with the first game, it does convey a mood very well. Yeah. But I wish it was a little darker. Actually, it looks a little too gray.
A little too gray. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so we showed you the open world section, and again, it's just going around, collecting stuff, killing enemies, and then you can proceed. There's some side quest stuff, but then every once in a while you'll enter an area, and then it takes you to like, with the stuff I kind of don't like in these games, which are hyper linear sections. So we'll show that off real fast before we end it. So alright, I'm going through this diner, collecting some stuff, and then there's a radio thing. Let me let's take a look. Strap on.
Yeah.
Hold on to your butts.
It's so intense.
So these citizens, they starting to get illusions, and that's what eventually led to this world falling apart.
Do they start to realize that they're in the Matrix?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone here has seen the Matrix. It's so funny when games crib stuff so much that they don't acknowledge that's a real thing. There's one postmodern joke I think is really funny. Later in the game, there is a very, like, Resident Evil 4 defend the house, like, the invasion scene, and your partner says, have you done this before? And your character says, oh, too many times to count.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, I thought that was really funny.
See, if this game had more of that, that'd be cool.
That was the one time where it's like, oh, thank you, that was really funny.
Yeah, I'd be into that.
Oh, is that diner's... This is playing music. What's going on here?
Do you have DRI?
Yeah. Oh, whoa! So it's like, okay...
Diner ghost.
Diner ghost. Oh, shit, dude, the waitstaff
here. Do you have pancakes?
Okay, so then, so you can see now it's like the hyperlinear sections of the game, which I kind of don't like, because it's like going through a fucking hallway. Okay, and you're not shooting stuff either, it's like you're playing hide and seek now with a ghost, and it's like, that's kind of lame. And so, where am I now? Oh,
hide and seek with a ghost, the name of my new band.
Hide and seek with a ghost.
Yeah.
One thing that's also funny is Sebastian constantly says what the or shit or what's going on. It's like, you don't need to say that.
Yeah.
But he says it constantly. Okay, so here's all the J-horror tropes. You got a little girl singing. You got people going in and out of mirrors. And if she finds you, you die. It's kind of like a Dementor, but I like the design of it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the
But this is
Nemesis,
also,
our Professor X, or what Mr. X, the thing from Resident Evil 2, where it's like it's cool the first time. This happens like so many times that's like it becomes annoying.
Well, it's like the first game. You fight that one girl like 4 times. You fight that safe a couple times, and after this first time, it's like this isn't scary anymore. I've already done this.
Yeah, I think having that once is cool, but then repeating it's kind of whack.
Also, like parts like this don't. It's kind of like Alien Isolation or something where this thing is stalking you, but it's so unpredictable that it's scary, whereas this is linear and predicted and scripted, so it's not that scary.
See, like, I couldn't go through that door before, but I had to go back there and then come back, and it opens, and it's just like, oh, okay.
That's annoying.
But you asked about the Matrix. Where are we jacked into? So this is the Matrix the Matrix jack machine
Jack off
from the
circle.
first game. But in the new one, you're like in Umbrella's headquarters and you're jacked in. But you know,
Oh, I remember this.
yeah, so it's like they kind of bleed environments from the first game, which is kind of cool.
Is that orphan loser still in the game?
Who's the orphan loser?
The guy with the main villain from the first. It was just like, it's my mind.
Oh no, now it's your daughter.
Oh.
That's the orphan looter. It's me from back then. Like that's the dumbest line of dialogue. Oh no, I gotta run away. Okay, so it's this. No, this part's not as bad, but it's like you have all these doorways, but they all doesn't matter which one you go to, you'll end up in the same spot. Oh, I'm back here. Oh no.
Something weird about this.
Something weird's going on.
Something weird.
So, hey, the Matrix is weird.
Yeah, this is weird. What if Morpheus? Well, Morpheus is like, Neo's just like, what? Huh? What's going on?
What the? Shit.
Oh, maybe I have to like look. Oh, did I do that right? Did I do that?
You beat this game. I didn't.
It's fun doing New Game Plus on this too because you're super badass.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
What the? Huh?
Did I make it? Yeah, there you go. And like, so again, it's like I was. Oh my god.
This looks
Which window?
fun.
Shut. I didn't develop this game. Hey, one thing that is kind of cool is this game was written by Trent Haga, who wrote Toxic Avenger 4.
Oh, that's crazy.
So he acted in a bunch of trauma movies, and he did a bunch of cool indie horror films. He did a film called Dead Girl, which is really fucked up, but it's kind of cool in a trauma grindhouse way. He wrote Cheap Thrills, which is like amazing, and I think that's on Netflix.
How did he get involved in a game like this?
They wanted to bring someone into like new horror films, and I guess he was available. But this is the first video game he wrote, but again, it's like he did stuff for Trauma.
Yeah, where's that trauma charm? Then?
Yeah, but it's like it's not. But he said it's like, oh, we wanted to make this game serious. Okay, now we have to go down. Yeah, this section's stupid.
Wait, what are you doing?
You have to every time you go in this room, you have to look in the mirror and see which door like is lit up.
And there's like 6 doors.
Yeah. I don't know. I did this the first time without even realizing that was a mechanic.
Oh, the tension is getting at me.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. It's like this shit just gets... Okay.
What door now?
Okay, now I gotta go down.
Oh, that door.
What's in door number 5?
Imagine actually doing this. Like, oh, I gotta get this door.
Also, it's like the lady's not chasing you anymore.
Yeah,
if she was
what's going on?
chasing you while doing this... Okay, there we go. Now we're in here. Oh my god, somebody... Dude, I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Oh, it was very much. Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on.
That was
oh,
great.
shit. And then look how slow you open the door. It's just like, I don't know. Like this part isn't fun. With that opening hell sequence, that's fun. Open world, all right, that's kind of fun. These linear story beats are just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. I saw that orphan midget.
And then, all right, you beat that thing, and then
Juke Danner.
Why is that thing shaking?
I got a photographic slide. And then it's a collectible, but then you go into your safe house and you watch the slide and you get upgrade points.
Wait, that was just a collectible?
Yeah. But yeah.
So
But
wait, you did all that just for a collectible? That wasn't.
you
even,
get
like, a
some
story?
green. You get it's story details too.
Okay.
But like it's just all these random sequences. So if I go into this diner, there'll be something else. If you go into like the hotel, there'll be something else. If I if I go over here, again, I'll just show you more open world flair. If you go over here, some guy will start running.
Yeah, flair's a good word for it.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Look at this guy. Oh, man, what happened here? Did he get a paper cut?
Dude. Yeah.
So like, there's a guy up here you gotta protect.
Yeah, it's interesting that, that guy's nasty looking. Also, these guys look like clickers a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Things going on them. Oh, let me just open this. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. That guy cool.
Yeah, that's what
like it's weird that this game came out like the same time as like Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, personally, like I didn't love Evil Within 1. I didn't like it that much, but I appreciate that it was like what it was going for.
Yeah.
And the only thing I wanted from the sequel was like, hey, make Evil Within again, but like a tight linear narrative.
Improve what you did the first time.
Like capitalize on what you promised because you missed out on that first try. And then Shadow of Mordor, I liked it. It was a very tight, lean experience. But both these sequels are just like packing it filled with stuff that I don't want.
Yeah, so with
like they're like overly bloated.
Yeah, Evil Within 1 I liked. Again, not perfect, but Evil Within 2 they went in a different direction. Let's add open world shit to it. Let's add like I didn't want that. Just make a tight make a tight Resident Evil. But instead they like crafted too much shit together.
Which is weird because I feel like everyone that I've been seeing talk about this game for the most part is like loving it because everyone didn't like Evil Within 1. And I'm in that boat. But personally, I don't know. I'm just not really feeling this like open worldly stuff, honestly. I feel like it's losing a lot of the because one thing I loved about the Evil Within 1, even though I thought the gameplay and story were lackluster, the atmosphere and like the attention to detail was astounding. Whereas in this game, since it's just a kind of boring looking town with some cool shit in the background. Yeah. Like it doesn't have like you don't have those really greatly framed lighting moments.
Yeah, you don't have like a cohesive like style. It's just like, oh, it's lots of spooky shit crammed together. But like I said, I still had fun with it. I think if you like the first Evil Within, you will like this game. Like I had fun playing with it. My clear time was 16.5 hours according to save, but on Steam I had 23 hours. So I would say it took me like 20 hours.
Like I said, like I will gladly pick this up for like $20.
Oh, for $20, absolutely.
I would probably have a good time with it.
But also, I think I paid like $45 for it. I got it through like Green Man Gaming. So like, yeah, I mean, you won't be disappointed if you get it, but overall it's whatever. So like, so to sum up this mission, you do this wave of enemies, you kill him, and then he opens up a safe house, and then you can upgrade your equipment. He gives you a side quest, which gives you a key to go do some stuff. Do I have anything else? But, you know, not bad.
Yeah,
shit.
Mess him up. Oh, you're getting messed up.
No,
you're in a pit. You're in a pit.
Yeah, dude, mess him up in the pit.
In the pit.
Oh, wait, Frank! Frank, wait. Where was I?
You were jacked in. It was a simulation.
Oh,
like the Matrix.
No, it's called STEM.
Yeah, but it's like the Matrix.
STEM from the Evil Within 2. Completely original. That was the Evil Within 2. We played it on PC from Tango Softworks, produced by Shinji Mikami. I played it on the PC. It runs at higher fidelity than PS4. I'm a huge fan of Evil Within 1. I would give Evil Within 1 2 thumbs up. But with the Evil Within 2, it kind of jumbles too many influences together. Like, the open world stuff doesn't fully click well with the RE4 stuff, and then the linear hallway spook stuff is like, it's lame. I don't like it. Combat is better. I enjoy the collectibles. I enjoy crafting, getting your weapon variety, the enemy variety, the combat. That's a fun progression, just upgrading your stuff and being a good suffer for it. The second half of the game really improves with like the variety of locales. It gets pretty cool. So if you do get the game and the first like few hours aren't clicking, I mean, maybe you won't like it at all, but like it does get better. But I'd say caution. If you didn't like Evil Within 1, but love Resident Evil 4, you might like this. If you don't care at all about survival action horror, maybe not your bag. For $45, I liked it just because I'm a huge Evil Within 1 fan, but I would say this is a safe like Black Friday $20 game. Hell yeah. But overall, I'd give it a thumbs up.
I mean, yeah, for me personally, I'm in that boat he just said where I love Resident Evil 4, love horror games, but I did not enjoy Evil Within 1. But one of the main things I hated about Evil Within 1 was actively playing it. I thought it wasn't very fun. Whereas this game actually looks a lot smoother. It looks a little bit more punchier to play. So I'm actually probably will pick this up for like $20.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I won't enjoy the story or the like the characters, but it'll be a fun little romp.
Yeah, so and again, I recommend it on PC, 60 frames. PS4, it's still 30 frames. It still looks fine, but yeah, not bad. And again, Bethesda, we had to, you know, burn our own copy over here. I wish you'd send us a review code. So spread the word about our show. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
And we'll take a look at some emails.
You've got mail.
Oh!
Speaking of horror,
we got this scary, creepy fan art from Timbo Jones. His Twitter is Timbo the Champ. This blew my mind when I saw it.
It's beautiful.
It looks like a Stephen King cover.
It looks just like you, Frank.
I love it. I think my teeth. I have a little bit better teeth in real life.
Yeah, you know.
But you know, that's me when I'm gaming. That's my that's my game face, dude. I get fucking frenzied up. That's me going for the achievement, dude. That's that's top fragging level. I like that.
And that's me watching you game. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time.
That is awesome. That's my game face. Thank you, Timbo Jones. That's fan art of the hour, I'll say.
I'm trying to recreate
let's cut
the face.
I look like a rat, though. I ain't got that. I need some cheese in front of me. I need some pizza in front of me. Thank you. That was dope as hell. We also got an email from Teen Choss. He said, "Yo, Bruce, stop hogging the bullets."
Hey.
In reference to our zombie revenge. I like the comments on the zombie revenge video. People agreed that you sucked at that game. You sabotaged our recording of it.
People didn't pick up on the fact that I was purposely hogging all the bullets.
What?
From
So,
you.
I was
weaving and deaving, trying to like ruin you.
Awful.
I made it to the end.
He did also ask what we think of Day of the Tentacle. He said he'd like to see an episode on that. I have a CD copy of the Day of the Tentacle. I played that on a Windows 98 computer. I love the Day of the Tentacle. I haven't since revisited it, but I suck at adventure games. I don't have the patience for it, so I don't think it'd be a good game to show off because I just don't have the time for it. As a kid, I would spend all day on Indiana Jones clicking around. Now I will try for like a few minutes, and then I'll just go on GameFAQs and look it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest adventure guy fan. I've never played Day of the Tentacle.
Oh, it's on PS4. I recommend it. It's so charming.
I have it on PS4 because it was PS Plus, but I played Grim Fandango, and I loved that. But I played through it with a guide.
Yep.
It's like
you just have to. You just don't have time for it anymore.
I start like I'm gonna just experience this like back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck do I fucking do?
Yeah, I think
where do I go?
Modern adventure games like Stanley Parable, Gone Home, they make that like very easy because story focused. Old LucasArts games, amazing for its time, but it's like they just don't have the time for it.
Yeah.
But Day of the Tentacle kicks ass. If I play it on PS4 down the line and I find a good slice, maybe we'll check it out. But it's low priority. But yeah, it's still a good game worth playing. Anyways, thanks for watching our show. Hope you enjoyed our review of Evil Within 2. Again, not terrible, not great, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to send us emails to AtTheComputerShow@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter @FrankHowley.
@_Bruceums.
And again, with a few Halloween days remaining, we hope you score up all the candy, defend yourself against zombies, ghosts, and ghouls, but be careful of the evil within inside you. @TheComputer.